Saakshi. And I don't know what's on the blade, but it happens. So, if you're like, wait a minute, didn't I watch this video once before? Yes, you did. This is actually my second version of it because the first version I didn't feel like was up to par and was what I wanted to hear in a video, so I decided to re-record it. Anyways, not the point. We're here to talk about the Saakshi. Is this one of the most underrated EDC slash gentleman type knife? And we're going to get into that. So what is the Saakshi? Well, it's about a 3 1/4 inch of 20 CV flipper. So it's got the flipper tab. That's actually nice and low profile. You also got these fullers here, so you can middle finger flick it or spidey flick it, or you can actually, if you're good, you can hit it with your thumb if you want to, as well as you could slow open it if needed. Certain situations you might want to slow open it. I like the version with the wood scales. It begins with the C. It's like Chobani's the yogurt. It's a type of wood. I forget the name of it. Anyways, nice wood scales. Absolutely love this wood scales. The wood scales are on titanium liners, so these are full titanium in here, full titanium pocket clip, with 20 CV. Runs on cage ball bearings, so it's nice and drop shut. Flicks open really easily. Let's do some size comparisons. So we got the Saakshi right there against the Benchmade Bug Out. As you can see, the Saakshi has very similar blade length and the little bit extra on the butt end here. But here's the thing, no pun intended with that. You get, because you have this forward where basically the flipper comes out, it helps to have that extra little bit down there. We got that. What else we got? Compared to the ProTech Malibu, so you are gaining, once again, handle down there. Not too dissimilar, definitely similar in blade lengths. Both are around 3 1/4. And the Spyderco Native 5. So as you could tell, body wise it's definitely longer than that, and blade wise you definitely have a little extra blade. Now, why do I say this is kind of an underrated knife? Well, I feel like it was a little unfairly judged when it first came out. When this knife is a few years old by now, and everybody that I watched a review on before I decided to purchase this knife called it a weavy, which I don't think was it's justified, because you got a full titanium liner lock here. It feels amazing in the hand. I mean, just look at the ergos, and I put it in my left hand so you could see it, how it fits, and I have extra large size hands. Right hand, it's a little bit harder to see, but I mean, obviously let's see, about right there, which is fine. And it's a solid knife, and it's, in my opinion, one of Wii's most underrated knives. It's very sleek, it's very slim, it's nice cutting geometry. I mean, look how full flat that grind is. Nice jimping. It's not too aggressive, it's not too minor, if that's the word. It's just aggressive enough where if you have, say, a lighter glove on, it'll hold good, but when you don't have any gloves on, it's not going to kill you. You got some nice jimping on the inside, just enough where it's not going to hurt when you're constantly using that liner lock. The cage ball bearings obviously work amazing. Full, like I said, full titanium. It's got a nice little lanyard spot on it, which is great, and you can obviously clean it out nice and easily. As you could tell on the inside, let's see if we got Even though they're titanium, they're actually thin titanium, but they're solid pieces. See how solid? They're dusty right now because, you know, it's a knife and we wear them and use them. But you can see how it's just these are solid pieces of titanium right on top of them. The reason why I call it a gentlemanly knife is because I know they have different versions of the knife as well. I prefer the wood version, not because of the cost, but because I love how it looks with the coated black blade on it. The 20 CV, it's very slicey, it's sharp right out of the box, very sharp. You got kind of this forward finger choil if needed, but you do definitely run into the blade a little bit. But if you kind of place your finger right there, it's not too bad. Obviously, pinch grips are fine. You can easily get up on that blade if needed. It's very easy to work. But the reason why I also think it's gentlemanly is because it's very sleek looking. It's not too flashy in any way. I mean, as much as I love, you know, the Benchmade Bug Out, you know, that blue is very bright, you know. I mean, it's a very, very bright knife. And obviously, I wouldn't call this a gentlemanly knife because it looks like Beetlejuice's pants. And, you know, even other knives that I have, I mean, against the Vosteed. I mean, not that the Vosteed isn't nice, but, you know, you see what I mean. This has an air of elegance to it that you kind of don't get with some other knives. But it's not so elegant that you feel like you're missing out on anything. What's great about the knife with the handles too, which is actually really cool, if you use a little bit of cutting board oil, this is food grade safe, just a little bit on your finger. Every once in a while I like doing this, just putting a little bit of cutting board oil on the wood just to keep it nice and fresh. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. Compared to the other side, not done. Get it right around that pivot. Obviously, I can't really get in there right now very well, but see the point I'm trying to make is that it freshens up and it cleans up so nice. I mean, call me crazy for doing that, but in my opinion, it just looks so nice. Got a little bit of shine and sheen to it. Keeps it hydrated. It's wood. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I got a tickle in my throat. Nice deep carry pocket clip that is not recessed, but it's not hard to get in and out of the pocket at all. The bill, I know some people don't love WE and CVV's clips, but I have no issue with that clip. It looks very nice. In the pocket, let's see. So I got my rag that I always use. As you can see, goes in the pocket nicely. And when it's there, you get a little bit sticking out, which is, in my opinion, just the right amount. I like to have a little bit sticking out. It was funny. I was watching a Blade HQ video recently where Ben from NAFS was talking about. I just hit my finger. Ben from NAFS was talking about pocket clips. If they're too high or they're too far back and they come way out, they clip on your jeans, and that's why I kind of like having just a little bit extra sticking up the top. But the WE Saakshi is simple. It's not too overpriced, which is nice. I mean, I've seen them around the 130 mark, depending if where you go. I've seen them close around the 130 up into closer to 200, but there's 4 different versions of them. There's ones with carbon fiber. There's ones with blue anodized basically blue anodized handles or titanium liners. There's some without coated blades. There's some with jade G10s, and then obviously there's this version. I love this knife. If I am going out to a little bit nicer event, I mean, in my opinion, this knife, you know, it's perfectly fine. It looks nice. It's acceptable. It's got an air of class to it, and it does the job. It's nice and slicey. It's what you need. It could be a good office knife if needed. It definitely do a little bit bigger tasks if needed. Flips so easily. Flips so nice. Yeah. Tell me what you guys think. If you have a Wii Saakshi down in the comments, let me know what your favorite Wii knife is. Let me know if you've tried the Saakshi. Let me know if you have watched reviews and they kind of turned you off. Take care, guys. Enjoy yourself. Bye.